המשיח אני מאמין, עם כל זה אחכה לו בכל יום שיבוא.
La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulallah. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulallah. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Al-Malik Al-Qudus, As-Salam Al-Mubin, Al-Muhaymin Al-Ghafar. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulallah. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulallah. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulallah. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulallah.
let's namaskar, Tapo, Kundalini, and put ourselves into Vanda. Jai Shri Mataji. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This morning we're going to listen to 108 names of Shri Jesus. If you want to go and organise a little candle just to hold out in front of your agya as we do the 108 names, you could go organise that now. A couple of minutes, we'll just keep listening to the music, getting our attention into the centre, and then I'll do the 108 names after that. Jai Shri Mataji. Very good. Okay. I've just realised I had a talk all planned in my head for this morning, but it's on my phone. I haven't put it onto my laptop. So I'll just spend a moment. See if I can find it for afterwards. Okay, so it looks like it's just going to be a very spontaneous talk this morning that we will listen to, not just yet, but I'm just getting myself organised. Okay, now I'm having problems with the internet. So let's just do the 3 great mantras anyway. Let's go with that. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Triganatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nimala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nimala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Mokshat Pradaini Mataji Shri Nimala Devi Namo Namaha. Right. So let's do the 100. Let's do some of the names, maybe 108 names of Shri Jesus. Let's do that. Give me a moment to get organised. Could be one of those mornings, I can tell. Okay, let's do this.
Om Shri Agnya Chakra Swami Namaha. Om Shri Surya Namaha. Om Shri Kshama Pradayaka Namaha. Om Shri Kshama Swarupa Namaha. Om Shri Kshama Dama Vairagya Tatiksha Pradayaka Namaha. Om Shri Omkara Namaha. Om Shri Chaitanya Namaha. Om Shri Adi Purusha Namaha. Om Shri Sahasra Shirsha Namaha. Om Shri Sahasraksha Namaha. Om Shri Vishnu Namaha. Om Shri Vishnu Suta Namaha. Om Shri Mahavishnu Namaha. Om Shri Ananta Koti Brahmanda Dharaka Namaha. Om Shri Hiranyagarbha Namaha. Om Shri Purva Ghoshita Namaha. Om Shri Brahma Vishnu Rudra Sevata Namaha. Om Shri Pavitriya Pradayaka Namaha. Om Shri Gopal Namaha. Om Shri Gosevita Namaha. Om Shri Krishna Suta Namaha. Om Shri Radha Nandana Namaha. Om Papanashaka Namaha. Om Papa Vimochaka Namaha. Om Shri Prakasha Namaha. Om Shri Akasha Namaha. Om Shri Agni Namaha. Om Shri Mahakarunya Rupi Namaha. Om Shri Tapasvi Namaha. Om Shri Ham Ksham Bija Namaha. Om Shri Atma Namaha. Om Shri Paramatma Namaha. Om Shri Amrita Namaha. Om Shri Atma Tattva Jata Namaha. Om Shri Shanta Namaha. Om Shri Nirvichara Namaha. Om Shri Adi Agya Chakrastha Namaha. Om Shri Kalki Namaha. Om Shri Ekadasha Rudra Sevita Namaha. Om Shri Utkranti Tattva Namaha. Om Shri Utkranti Adhara Namaha. Om Shri Sarvocha Namaha. Om Shri Mahatmanasa Namaha. Om Shri Mahatankara Namaha. Om Shri Turya Sthiti Pradayaka Namaha. Om Shri Turya Vasi Namaha. Om Shri Dwara Namaha. Om Shri Kartikeya Namaha. Om Shri Mahaganesha Namaha. Om Shri Abhodita Swarupa Namaha. Om Shri Abhodita Pradayaka Namaha. Om Shri Shuddha Namaha. Om Shri Mangalya Pradayaka Namaha. Om Shri Audarya Namaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Netrateja Namaha. Om Shri Paripurna Sahaja Yogi Namaha. Om Shri Adi Sahaja Yogi Namaha. Om Shri Srishtha Sahaja Yogi Namaha. Om Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Priyam Karta Namaha. Om Shri Shashvata Namaha. Om Shri Sthanu Namaha. Om Shri Satchitananda Ghana Namaha. Om Svairachara Nashaka Namaha. Om Dharma Martanda Nashaka Namaha. Om Shri Niricha Namaha. Om Shri Dhanada Namaha. Om Shri Shuddha Shveta Namaha. Om Shri Adi Balaka Namaha. Om Shri Adi Brahmachari Namaha. Om Shri Puratana Namaha. Om Shri Alpha Cha Omega Namaha. Om Shri Samasta Sakshi Namaha. Om Shri Ishaputra Namaha. Om Shri Moha Varjita Namaha. Om Mamta Hata Namaha. Om Shri Viveka Namaha. Om Ghora Nashaka Namaha. Om Shri Jnana Rupa Namaha. Om Shri Sadbuddhi Dayaka Namaha. Om Shri Sudnyan Namaha. Om Shri Purnanamra Namaha. Om Bhautikata Nashaka Namaha. Om Ahankar Nashaka Namaha. Om Prati Ahankar Shoshaka Namaha. Om Shuddha Icha Nashaka Namaha. Om Shri Ruddhamandirastha Namaha. Om Guru Nashaka Namaha. Om Satya Khandana Namaha. Om Vanshabheda Nashaka Namaha. Om Krodha Nashaka Namaha. Om Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Priya Putra Namaha. Om Shri Adi Shakti Archita Namaha. Om Shri Pratishtha Nakshatra Nivasa Krita Namaha. Om Shri Kabela Vasi Namaha. Om Shri Sahasrar Dwar Vasi Namaha. Om Shri Nishkalanka Namaha. Om Shri Nitya Namaha. Om Shri Nirakara Namaha. Om Shri Nirvikalpa Namaha. Om Shri Lokatita Namaha. Om Shri Gunatita Namaha. Om Shri Mahayogi Namaha. Om Shri Nitya Mukta Namaha. Om Shri Avyaktamurti Namaha. Om Shri Yogeshwara Namaha. Om Shri Yogadhama Namaha. Om Shri Yoga Swarupa Namaha. Om Shri Yeshu Krista Namaha. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha.
Let us just let those vibrations flow within us. Let them settle within us. And let's just say, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. And we listened to a talk on Saturday night at Wamaran where Shri Mataji was saying that forgiveness is so very important. That, yes, forgiving the smallest of things is so important as well as the biggest of things. Okay. Seem to be having internet problems this morning, so let's just continue to move forward within ourselves. And just meditate silently together.
say that you have to penetrate through the Surya. That is this.
This is
The
Shri
whole thing is in
Rama
such an
Puja
abstract,
talk.
and then you get to your moksha. So they have talked of all the chakras. But if you talk about the abstract part of it, people have no objection. They listen to it, listen to it. There's no religion as such. So today especially, I'm talking about Vedas and this Havanas we do. When we do the Havan, it is a yajna. Yajna means by which you know. Yajna means to know. Yajna. And this is done where you use swaha as the word. That means you use the principle of fire to burn off all that is wrong. Swaha. And you awaken it by taking the different names of the God. And it started at the time of Rama. Today is Rama. I should say it was not started, we should say, but it was very much in vogue when Rama lived, and they used to do yajnas at that time. The reason was the people had just started realizing that there is something higher and you have to worship that higher self, the seer said. And they thought that best thing is to do yajnas. Same thing. On the left side, of course, people started the worshipping of God and dedication to God and all those things. That is bhakti. But mainly what they did before Rama was the yajnas, Vedas, in which they prayed to different elements. Elements have made our japa and tried to evoke the deities of the elements. But actually it amounts to the same. So as a child, Rama was studying with a very great saint. And when he was studying with him, Vasishtha was the name of the great saint. And Vasishtha had an ashram where Rama and his brothers studied. Come now. Come in. Come forward. Give her a chair to sit down. Can you? Is there a seat there? I think Gail, you can go there. Lots of seats are there. Ma was studying with this sister, and they used to come for holidays to father's place. Then she had the capacity to kill a demon with only one arrow. It's called an ekavan. One arrow was sufficient of Sri Rama. And he was a small little child, say about 7-8 years of age. And people were surprised how he could do it. So whenever they had a yajna, now these yajnas were created to awaken, to evoke the deities inside the spinal cord, actually. And for these yajnas, they used to sit down and do all these havanas the way we do it. But at that time, the Rakshasas would come and try to spoil the yajna. Because yajnas are to be done with pure heart and with cleanliness and with purity. It should not be insulted. There is a protocol about it. While they thought that if we insult the deities there, then the deities will disappear and their yajnas will be spoiled. Now these yajnas were done in the olden times, even when Rama was not here. But at the time of Rama also, there were some Rakshasas who took a special pleasure in spoiling these yajnas. And Rama as a child would go and protect them from the demons. And the demons would take some sort of a funny form and come like invisible creatures and put some bones of animals and things like that in the yajna. And that would spoil the effects of the yajna. And Rama would protect that as a child. Imagine, as a child he used to do that. They would be doing the yajna and he would be sitting outside with all his small brothers around him, and they would kill the demons who would try to destroy the yajna. This is the early life of Rama, in which you see how, as a child also, he showed amount of expertise, you can say, in arrow and bow. So anytime you see a statue, how to make out a Sri Rama statue is to see if there's an arrow and a bow, then it's a Rama statue. Now he is coming on this earth. He gave us the development of the right side. And so the yajnas were also on the right side. Because, first of all, when human beings came on this earth, they were frightened of all the animals who would invade them and all kinds of horrible Rakshasas and all those people and negative forces, they would trouble them. So in that state, they needed to create a king, a ruler, who was an ideal king and he would rule according to the laws of that. So he was the one in charge of that era, what we call as Satya Yuga, I could say. But actually, he was here in Treta Yuga. That's the time when he was here, was Treta Yuga. And Krishna came at the time of Dwapar Yuga. And today is the time when I came, it was Kali Yuga. But now today, the time is of Kruta Yuga. The Yuga where work will be done. Kruta means work will be done. This is the time where work will be done. So how things have moved from one to another. Now in the Dwapar Yuga, when Sri Rama came, the idea of kingship and rulership started. So the greatest emphasis was on the goodwill of the people. The people had to have goodwill for the people and for the king and for the betterment of humanity. The will, that is the right side. So how to create the goodwill? First, the leader has to sacrifice and show how far he can go in sacrificing to keep the morale and the goodwill of the people. So the right side was created by the advent of Sri Rama because he showed a path of creating among people the awareness that they should be ruled, that they should not be anarchist. There should be one head who should be able to organize, coordinate, and work out a collective thing. See, when we think of a king, we want to oust him because we don't like the idea of being ruled by him. Because he's not a good king, perhaps, but he doesn't represent that will of the people, which is a common will, which creates this king who rules for the maintenance of that people. See, it is a symbolic expression of your good. So when you create a law, it is also the expression, common expression of all the common people, of the common feeling that they should abide with law. It doesn't come to you that you are a slave, or you have to be dominated, or you have to be put down. But it is only your common will which is good. The desire of all the people, which is the good, righteousness, incarnates as Shri. And he looks after that will, because supposing an individual may start saying that this is not good, this is not good. An individual might take a different attitude about it. But you must have some symbol of that goodness placed onto someone. And those symbols were created to symbolize your righteousness, your sense of good, so that you can be saved yourself. Supposing today somebody comes and hits you, alright? Now you can feel how bad it is to be hit by someone or murdered by someone else. So you decide there should be a law protecting you. But tomorrow you may do the same. So what you do is to take out your good will, represent it as the kingdom or a king or a governing body. So the government as it is represents, should represent also, both ways. It's not that it always represents, it may not at all represent, may not, possibly. But that the government itself should represent the good in you, the purity in you, the pure will to be good, to be protected. And that you should also abide by. It's a very mutual thing. But what happens, that once you start electing someone like that, or making someone like that, or appointing someone like that, as usual, he goes into a ego trip. Simple thing like that. It's absolutely a simple ego trip. The government gets into an ego trip. People get, amazed how people behave. They elect, supposing a prime minister, and suddenly you find the prime minister behaves like a brute. You can't understand. We have elected somebody like a prime minister thinking that it will be good to us. You see. It's possible. And then the revolutions take place while people revolt, fight it out. Again the will of the people fights it and makes it out. So come now, come. Come here, forward. You can come forward. So we have to have something absolute. You see, because all these values are changing every moment. Isn't it? We think that this government is not good. So, for example, we think like that. So we want to demolish this government. Then we bring another one. We find the same thing happening. See, whether you bring a communist, or you bring a socialist, or you bring a democrat, or you have a monarch, whatever you may have. But still, what happens actually is that all these things that come up and go away, they will come here. Let me move forward a little so everybody can see. All these changes that take place goes on creating a feeling in a man that he should be an artist. Why should we have any government? Why should we have any king? Why should we rule by anyone? Because you find the person who is ruling is not up to the mark. And he is just trying to deceive you. At that point, you have to have some absolute standard. If you have an absolute standard, then you can always judge that this king is deviating from the right path, He's not doing what a king should do. A king has to be like Rama. He has to be like Rama, representing your will, your goodwill, your sense of proper judgment, fair play, and righteousness. If the king is not righteous, then your collective goodwill will go against the king. Now you go on throwing one from another. Say, I've seen now, for example, say in France, we had one kind of a prime minister. He did lots of things which were not good, so he was thrown away. So you had another kind of one. Now he is doing another thing. He is going to be thrown away. And we are just playing games. You see, first of all, we have, say, Labour government, we don't like it. So we have another government, Conservative government. We don't like it. So we are playing with it all the time. But in this relativity, you see, we are improved. Definitely. We are more aware, understanding, and the value of these people, and also the public is understanding. But then when, you see, too many such people coming who are negative, they also bring down the will, the collective will, very low. And people start identifying themselves with these autocrats, or you can say those people ego-oriented, who have no moral values, who have no fear of God, who deny religion, who deny evolution, and the government starts behaving in such a manner that you are amazed. How is this the government? Like, let's say, in Chile, in Argentina, the way government is behaving and is putting down the people. All these things are happening. You see, you don't know. It's such a relative terminology. Like El Salvador, you don't know what to do with that now, whom to support. Whether to support the Americans or to support the Russians and all that. Now, under these circumstances, the surgery can stand and say, you know, what should we join this or that? All is a wasteful thing. It's just a game going on. Let them break their heads. They are good for nothing, useless people. So you cannot solve these problems, and you are not supposed to solve them. They must get their realization and establish the kingdom of God. So really Rama rules on this earth, and not these horrible kings who change their morality every day, who change their ideas every day, those who are doing it sometimes for something materialistic. I would say now in our country, we thought that we'll have Mrs. Thatcher. Good, very good. She's coming up very well. I should say certain good things she's saying, like self-restraint and all that. Those things she's talking good things. But what about herself following this? Sri Rama not only propounded what was good, but he followed that. He sacrificed for that. And he established his own symbol as a pure symbol of that righteous will that is within the people, which is the collective righteous will.
We'll just leave that there. I'll post the talk afterwards, and let's just continue in silence for a few more minutes. do the last of the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nimla Devi Namo Namaha. I'm just going to play Sri Ram's Stuti to finish off with. Thank you very much for joining this morning. If you wish to continue in silence, just turn down the volume. Have a wonderful Sahaja day, and may Shri Mataji be with you every minute.
Ramaya Ramachandraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha Mata Ramo Matipta Ramachandra Swami Ramo Mat Sakha Ramachandra Shri Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rama Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane. जय रघुनंदन असुर निकंदन जय सिया राम घट घट वासी अचल विनाशी सीतापति सुख धाम जय रघुनंदन असुर निकंदन जय सिया राम घट घट वासी अचल विनाशी सीतापति सुख धाम जय राम 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 जय जय राम जय राम जय जय राम जय राम जय जय राम 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 राम
Jai Shri Mataji, everyone.